A new and serious tension is rising over the cold waters of the Baltic Sea. In a move that has captured global attention, Sweden has placed its formidable air force on high alert. Nearly 100 of its advanced Gripen fighter jets are now on rapid response standby, ready to scramble at a moment's notice. This is not a routine military exercise. It is a direct and powerful statement from Stockholm, signaling a dramatic shift in its approach to regional security. The sight and sound of these jets preparing for action underscores the gravity of the situation. Sweden, a nation historically known for its neutrality, is now flexing its military muscle in a way not seen in generations, sending a clear message to its powerful neighbor across the sea. The reasons behind this bold action are rooted in a series of escalating provocations and threats. A key factor is the presence of Russia's so-called shadow fleet. These are aging oil tankers, often operating with questionable insurance and obscure ownership, that ply the waters of the Baltic. But the more immediate trigger has been a pattern of suspected sabotage incidents. Between December 2024 and May 2025, critical undersea infrastructure, including vital data and power cables connecting Sweden to its allies, was damaged. These incidents are widely believed to be the work of Russia, aimed at testing Western resolve and disrupting critical systems. Sweden has decided that enough is enough, and its response is designed to be both defensive and proactive. This heightened state of alert is the military backbone for a new, assertive policy. Starting on July 1, 2025, Sweden will begin enforcing a new European Union directive. This rule requires all vessels passing through its exclusive economic zone to possess valid and verifiable insurance documentation. This policy is aimed squarely at the Russian shadow fleet, which frequently fails to meet these international standards. The Gripen jets, alongside the Swedish Navy, will provide the necessary enforcement capability. Their mission is to monitor, intercept, and support the inspection of any suspicious vessels, ensuring that Sweden's maritime domain is secure and that international regulations are respected within its waters. The world is watching this situation closely because it represents a significant escalation. Sweden's move is a direct challenge to Russia's activities in the region. It is a calculated risk, one that brings the nation's military power to the forefront of a geopolitical chess match. The Gripen fighters are not just flying patrols. They are symbols of Sweden's newfound determination to protect its sovereignty and the stability of the entire Baltic region. The alert status signifies that Stockholm is prepared to defend its interests, even if it means confronting a nuclear-armed power that has already demonstrated its willingness to use force and subversion to achieve its goals. The aircraft at the center of this standoff is the Saab JAS 39 Gripen. This is a Swedish-made multi-role fighter jet designed and built by the aerospace and defense company Saab AB. The JAS in its name stands for Jakt, Attack, Och Spanning, which translates to fighter, attack, and reconnaissance. This name perfectly describes its purpose. The Gripen was engineered to be a versatile and highly capable platform, able to perform a wide variety of missions. It is a single-engine, lightweight fighter known for its agility and advanced technology. Sweden designed it specifically to meet its unique defense needs, a smart, efficient, and lethal aircraft that could operate effectively in the challenging Nordic environment. What makes the Gripen so special is its design philosophy, which emphasizes efficiency, adaptability, and technological sophistication. Unlike larger twin-engine fighters, the Gripen is cheaper to procure, fly, and maintain. This makes it an attractive option for countries with smaller defense budgets who still need a high-performance air force. One of its most famous features is its ability to operate from dispersed and unconventional locations. The Gripen can take off and land on short, makeshift runways, such as sections of public roads. This capability is crucial for Sweden's defense strategy, which involves scattering its air force to avoid being destroyed in a surprise attack on major air bases. The Gripen is also renowned for its advanced electronic warfare systems and data links. It is often described as a flying supercomputer. The aircraft is designed to share vast amounts of data in real time with other Gripens and with ground and naval forces. This network-centric capability gives its pilots superior situational awareness, allowing a small group of jets to have the impact of a much larger force. Its powerful radar and sensors, combined with its ability to carry a wide array of modern weapons, from air-to-air missiles to precision-guided bombs, make it a credible threat to even the most advanced adversaries. This blend of cost-effectiveness and high-tech prowess is the Gripen's signature strength. This unique combination of features is why the Gripen is not just a source of national pride for Sweden, but also a successful export product. Countries from Brazil to Thailand and the Czech Republic have chosen the Gripen for their air forces. The jet's reputation as a smart fighter that punches well above its weight class is well earned. As Sweden now places these remarkable machines at the forefront of its national defense, their specific capabilities, operating from highways, sophisticated networking, and electronic warfare, are more relevant than ever. They are the perfect tool for a nation that must be agile, resilient, and technologically sharp to defend itself in a complex world. Sweden's decision to join the North Atlantic Treaty Organization in March 2024 marked the end of a long era of military non-alignment. This historic shift was a direct result of the changing security landscape in Europe. Now, as a full member of the alliance, Sweden is no longer standing alone. It is an integral part of a collective defense pact, and its strategic location gives it a critical role in securing NATO's northern flank. The country's well-trained military and advanced defense industry are now significant assets for the entire alliance. This membership has infused Sweden with a new sense of purpose and responsibility, encouraging a more active and forward-leaning defense posture. This newfound role is clearly visible in the increased tempo of its military operations. Since joining NATO, the Swedish Air Force has been exceptionally busy. In 2024 alone, its Gripen jets conducted over 300 alpha scrambles, which are quick reaction alerts to intercept unidentified aircraft near its airspace. This is a substantial increase compared to previous years. Furthermore, Swedish Gripens have been deployed abroad for their first official NATO mission. They are currently stationed in Poland, conducting air policing duties and, crucially, helping to protect the vital logistics corridors that supply aid to Ukraine. This is a tangible contribution to the alliance's security and a clear demonstration of Sweden's commitment. A key part of this enhanced posture is the modernization of its flagship fighter, the Gripen E. This is the latest and most advanced version of the aircraft. On June 25, 2025, the Swedish government committed significant new funding to accelerate the production of 60 new Gripen E fighters for its air force. This new investment ensures that the older Gripen C and D models can be kept in service longer, potentially to be transferred to support Ukraine. The Gripen E features a more powerful engine, a greater payload capacity, and most importantly, a revolutionary new suite of electronic warfare and sensor systems. These upgrades are designed to give it an edge in suppressing and destroying enemy air defenses, a capability vital in modern conflict. This commitment to modernization extends beyond just the Gripen. Sweden is undertaking a comprehensive overhaul of its entire air force, replacing older platforms with new ones to ensure interoperability with its NATO allies. It is acquiring new transport aircraft, modern trainers, and additional GlobalEye airborne early warning and control aircraft, which provide unparalleled surveillance capabilities over the sea and land. Sweden is also adapting its unique dispersed operating concept to align with NATO's Agile Combat Employment Doctrine. This ensures that its forces can operate seamlessly with Allied air power, increasing the resilience and combat power of the alliance as a whole. Sweden's plan to inspect Russian Shadow Fleet tankers is a bold and direct policy. It represents a clear line being drawn in the Baltic Sea. By enforcing the European Union Directive on Insurance, Sweden is using a regulatory tool for a strategic purpose: to disrupt a key element of Russia's war economy and to counter its gray zone aggression. The inspections are a non-violent but firm way of asserting national sovereignty and international law. However, this move is anything but simple. It involves boarding and inspecting vessels that are part of a system designed to be opaque and evasive. The success of this policy will depend on the professionalism and resolve of the Swedish Navy and Coast Guard, backed by the ever-present threat of air cover from the Gripen fleet. Russia's reaction to Sweden's announcement was swift and hostile. Moscow immediately condemned the plan, viewing it as an aggressive and illegal act. Russian officials have publicly threatened to use all means necessary to protect their shipping and counter the inspections. This vague but menacing language is designed to intimidate Sweden and its allies. It raises the terrifying possibility of a direct confrontation between Swedish inspection teams and Russian naval or air assets sent to escort the tankers. Every inspection carries the risk of a miscalculation, or an intentional escalation that could spiral into a wider conflict, turning a law enforcement action into a military clash. The potential for escalation is what makes this situation so perilous, and why the world is watching with bated breath. A standoff in the Baltic Sea would not be an isolated event. As a NATO member, Sweden is protected by Article 5, the Collective Defense Clause, which states that an attack on one member is an attack on all. Any Russian military action against Swedish vessels or aircraft could therefore trigger a response from the entire NATO alliance. This raises the stakes immensely. The Shadow Fleet inspections are no longer just a bilateral issue between Sweden and Russia. They are a test of NATO's credibility and its willingness to stand up to Russian coercion in one of the world's most strategically sensitive maritime choke points. Ultimately, Sweden's Gripen alert is about more than just protecting undersea cables or inspecting ships. It is a defining moment for the new European security order. It demonstrates a newfound willingness among nations on Russia's periphery to take proactive steps to defend their interests and uphold international norms. Sweden is showing that smaller, agile, and technologically advanced nations can play a decisive role in countering the aggression of larger powers. The outcome of this Baltic standoff will have far-reaching implications, setting a precedent for how the West deals with Russia's hybrid warfare tactics, and shaping the future of security in Northern Europe and beyond.